On a nice cold day like this, one of our specialties, I would say maybe one of the most complex things we do here is a soup called the Laksa lemak, which is coconut-based prawn gravy with homemade chicken stock, and we garnish it with fish cakes, a little bit of shrimp, a little bit of leaf that we call Laksa leaf, but actually you might find it as Vietnamese coriander, or maybe even to the Vietnamese it's called rau ram. What we're going to do right now is we're going to assemble a soup. So I got my Lai Fen noodles, which is a rice noodle. And in the first year of Satay Brothers, we used to leave the noodles really long, and people would have to eat it with chopsticks. And then we went back to Singapore and we discovered this style that was called the Katong style laksa, which was designed for workers to eat fast, on the go. So they would cut the noodles in little pieces like this, so that the workers would be able to not use chopstick anymore and just slurp the soup with a spoon. And with all the people, business people that were coming, a lot of people would be like, oh, that turmeric is really staining my shirt. And a couple of friends would always laugh that they would need bibs when they were eating a soup. So we said, you know what, let's try this different style. Let's cut the noodles. It's becoming just a spoon, so forget the chopsticks. So now we're going to assemble this soup over here. And just soak the noodles. Put this over here. Just a little bit, just to heat up the poached chicken just a little bit for the soup, like that it's not cold. The noodles are all just pre-cooked. We just flash them in our dunking station. Now this rich coconut gravy. There's beautiful oil on it too. You know, you got to keep the oil. It's all real stocks that we make over here, so we keep a little bit of the animal fat. Just to in kind of like our tradition, Singaporean tradition, a soup needs to have a certain mouthfeel, and your lips have to feel a bit greasy. You know, so you got that's very normal just to see this nice redness. Plus, it comes from all the chilies too that we put inside. To see that, it's a beautiful color on it. Also comes from the turmeric, not only just the chilies. All right, now just to garnish the soup. This is kind of a traditional garnishes. This is what we use in my family, and often you will find similar elements in Singapore. You know, some people could have different style fish cakes, or you put a big egg. We always say I had a little quail egg. So we're going to put a bit of the bean sprouts that are locally grown over here in the neighborhood. A little bit of shrimp on there. A little bit of that poached chicken right next to it. 2 pieces of fish cake. It's a nice texture, that fish cake. Here, quail egg. These are the leaves, the Laksa leaves. With that extra little flavor. And we're gonna put a bit of coriander on the side. And we'll finish off with dried tofu, which acts actually as a kind of like a sponge. When you're eating the soup, soaks up all the gravy. A lot of people like that. I'm not a huge fan, but it's popular with my brother. He loves it. And just to finish up, we got this belacan, which is shrimp paste chili. It's homemade. And we're just going to put a little bit on the spoon like this, just to add that extra little kick. Put it right on like that. And there you go. It's delicious.